Hello, I'm Vara,
And I'm Roxy.
and you're listening to VCR. Hey, Roxy, how you doing?
I am good. I'm good. This coffee has me like,
Yeah, all kinds of jittery and fun. That's awesome. And Roxy actually gets two birthdays this month. She really does because like she already had her real birthday, her birthday, and now in 3 days' time, the VCR show. Well, actually, by the time you get it in one day's time,
yes.
uh, it will be the VCR show's fifth birthday. Yay! I call it a birthday. I know everyone else would probably call it an anniversary, but like it's been 5 years VCR show. It is
Since
our
the birth of
birthmas.
the VCR show.
Yes, it has been. And we've been at it for 5 long years.
Long years.
Honestly, and the thing is, I think what kind of gets me is like every now, like how shocked people are when I'll tell them, "Hey, it's about to be 5 years old," and they're like, "Oh my God, you've had a podcast show for 5 years?" I was like, "Yeah,"
Mhm.
and I was kind of looking into it. Most podcast shows don't go that long, to be.
I forgot that I've been doing this with you for so long. Like
I
it's
know,
become like
like
second nature. Like,
exactly, like and as we all know, we've been doing this for so long, and it really is kind of like Roxy said, it's second nature. It's almost like, it's a part of your life.
it is.
This is what happens every Sunday when we
Like it's part of my
record.
schedule. I know I know exactly what time he's gonna start blowing my phone up.
Yep. They'll start calling and being like, "Are you
Calling and
up yet?
texting. Are
Are
you
you
awake?
up? Are you ready? Can we start on time?"
And the answer is always no.
hmm For 5 years.
Same thing. I think maybe one time, maybe there's been a couple times I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm ready, let's do this, but it's
You're
been
like,
few and
what?
far between. Yeah. So the VCR show, as some of you may or may not know, depending on where you are on our listening spectrum, this started off as how do I put this? A way to counteract the plague at the time.
Yeah.
Is what I always tell people. So
Play.
the VCR show was born during the time of COVID, during the time of the plague. Um, we started off we launched August the 15th, no, October the 15th of the year of our plague. And and the issue was like the whole reason why I had started, I had come up with the idea, but like so many people were going through isolation at the time
Mhm.
that people were going stir crazy because they needed to hear another voice, or they were isolated at home because the jobs are now saying you work from home, don't you dare come in. And a lot of people at that time, we had no idea what the hell we were doing at that
Yeah.
time during the plague. Matter of fact, so me and Roxy probably weren't fully acquainted by the time of the
Mm-mm.
plague. So in a little bit, and ponder it, I'm gonna ask you, what were you doing during the plague? And I refer to it as a plague. Just know that I'm
No,
talking about
yeah, same.
COVID,
The
but I
beginning.
call it the year of the plague. But what happens is, because so many people were depressed and having an issue, I was like, I need to do something. So I self-taught myself how to do a podcast, because the concept of a podcast was very new at the time.
It was
Like
still fresh.
no one was really on this
Mm-mm.
because of the fact that it was, you know, new forms of entertainment, new mediums, because of the fact that none of us had gone through anything like this before.
Right.
So I went out, I'll never forget. I researched mixers and I was like, mixer, I need a mixer. And I found this mix, and I've had this mixer ever since. Like, so this mixer is as old as the podcast. And it's one of my, let me take a look here. It's it's a four-channel mixer type of situation. I've had it, but I was researching for like a long time. What do I need to buy to make this happen? And then I found it. I'll never forget. I went to at the time. No, it still is. It's a Guitar Center. I was thinking Mars Music, but it was Guitar Center. And I had to stand in a line, and they were only letting you in like a couple people at a time, and you had to follow this path. and you weren't allowed to touch the stuff. So I said, "Hey, I need a Bellhausen mixer, blah blah blah." It's like, "Okay, this is what you want." And because I'm not allowed to touch it, they carried it to the thing, and I they showed it to me, and I was like, "Okay, I guess this is right." So I got it.
Sure, that's the one.
Like sure, why not? So I got it. And then it was a an issue of trying to figure out how to hook a mixer to my PC.
Yeah,
And that took different adapters, but we did it. And so after all that, I started doing this and that. And then at first, originally, if you know the VCR show, Roxy was not quite the first co-host.
I
She is
was not.
the
Not.
only co-host, as far as I'm concerned, for me. But she was not the first one. And so
I
me and
wasn't even thought of yet.
yeah, like I don't think we really even knew each other that well. I think
Mm-mm.
we were maybe Facebook friends, but we
Hmm.
hadn't really known each other. But it was because of the show that we got to know each other.
Yeah.
Um, and what ends up happening is me and Carlo had launched blah blah blah. And I didn't realize because at that time they weren't giving you data on Spotify. They weren't
Hmm.
telling you like this was new for them too. So they weren't telling you like, oh, this is the kind of impact you're making. This is where you're at, globally and all this other stuff. The only thing that we knew is like what nations were listening, and we would get all excited. The first nation to ever tune in to the VCR show was Germany. And I'll never forget that,
That's
clicking on
really
there and being like, oh my God,
somebody's
Germany's
listening to
listening
us.
to like someone
Holy
someone
shit.
in Germany is bored and listening to us. And then me and Carlo made the joke that it's just some poor guy that some other guy has trapped in a basement and to
And
torture.
that's how they're torturing him.
Yeah, and his name is Franz, and they're torturing Franz by making him listen to the VCR show. So we're like, hang in there, Franz. We're rooting.
Yeah, we're here for you, buddy.
You're gonna make it, Franz. But that was the first nation to ever listen to us. And we were so thrilled that anyone was fucking listening to us. So we kind of had ideas of what was happening. And then I was promoting it through Facebook, and I'll never forget um, the first time that I realized someone out there was listening. And that was, I was in my office, and we're doing this thing where we would only come in one at a time for a week at a time. So out of the month, I would go into my office and physically be in my office for 1 week, but I was the only one in there. No one else was there. And there's another department not far from me, and it was like their help desk department. And I'll never forget, I could be at that university and not see one single person. It could be just me. And it got
Hmm.
really weird and really depressing.
Really eerie, right?
It was scary. It was like walking down an abandoned insane asylum every day because no one was there and all the doors were locked.
That's
And
crazy.
so I was walking, and then this guy pops up, and we're at both ends of the hall. We didn't want to get near each other. It's COVID. We didn't know what was
Right. You're
happening. Like,
like,
you stay there and I'm gonna stay here. And no joke, this man literally had told me, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah." I was actually even scared to talk to him. It was so weird. I was like, yeah. He was like, I just want you to know your show saved me. And I didn't know how to take that or what that meant. And I was like, what? He's like, I'm at home every day and I hear your voice on your show and it helps. And I was like, at that point, I didn't know what to do. Uh,
right.
but I thanked him and said, hey, that's awesome. And I didn't realize that. And after that, I kind of realized, hey, this is the purpose of the show is right now is to bring this kind of joy to people who are really suffering.
Right.
So it's one of those things. But it was just really, really sad at the time because none of us knew exactly what was happening or why it was
Or
happening.
how long we were going to
Yeah,
be doing
none of us
that.
knew how
Like,
long this was going to go on for. And so it was just crazy for us. And it was just something that we were dealing with. And so it felt good to have that kind of a moment with somebody and know that the show actually meant something. So that's what this was about when it started. And I know I'm rambling on, but that's pretty much what had happened. Roxy, what were you doing during the time of the plague?
I was thriving. I was thriving. I had the perfect work, like the perfect schedule. I got my workouts in. I was working from home. I was cleaning and cooking, and I was just living it up. I loved it. Like, and everybody thinks that's so weird, but I was like, no, I was doing good because I'm sociable, but I'm not like, my battery's really small.
Mhm.
And so being locked up and cooped up away from everybody was fine with me. Like, it
Mhm.
was fine with me. Like, we can still text, we can still FaceTime. I'm good.
Wow,
So I
that's
was doing good actually. But yeah, like I just was at home working. I would go for runs, like in the down the street. I would just go for a little run, come home. I had my puppy that I only had Gizmo at the time.
mhm.
So it was just me
I
and
only had
Gizmo.
Brutus at the time. Well, at the time, I only
Yeah.
had Brutus. So
So it
yeah.
was just me and Gizmo. I was just really just enjoying the time and the space and just enjoying life.
Hmm.
Because I had the time and freedom to do everything I needed to do and wanted to do, except for go out. That was the only thing we
Yeah,
couldn't do.
none of us could
I
do
was fine
that.
with that too. Like I was saving money. Like, the only thing I missed was eating out at restaurants.
Yeah.
But I
And
was
then
fine with everything else. Like,
I have to admit, so my original co-host wasn't even Carlo. It was Brutus. Brutus was my first co-host. And I would say that on the show. He would be like our other co-host, Brutus. Oh my God. So yeah, that was a thing.
yeah.
But just to touch on it, like just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at on the scale here. Roxy, and it's been a long time since me and you have even looked at this
Oh, it
demographic.
has been. It has been a
Um,
while.
Nationally, this is how we rank in the sense of listeners. The United States is 85% of our listenership. China comes in second at 3%, 3.5.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Germany, come on, baby. You've been with us for a long time.
You have.
Germany, 2
Baby,
point,
come back.
2.2 in Germany. And then we're followed by Canada with 1.1. And then in India, we get a point 0.8 in India, it's point 0.8 in the United Kingdom, point 0.6 in Australia, point 0.5 in Brazil,
Hey,
point 0.4 in Russia, and here's a beauty, point 0.4 in Ukraine. Come on, Ukraine, we're pulling for you, baby.
let's
Come on.
go.
Point 0.3 in Poland and okay, I know these don't sound like large numbers, but if I click on let's say Germany right now, so it shows me the cities where we're big in Germany. So 3% of Germany, it translates to quite a few cities that I cannot even begin to pronounce. It's like Hesse, Lower Saxony, North Rhine-Westphalia, something,
Don't butcher
Magdeburg, Magdeburg. So Saxony, Bavaria is listed. Wow, Bavaria, thank you. So all these places in there are listening. So you gotta think that's a decent amount of people who are listening to us globally,
it.
just
Yeah,
in our top percents,
it's
which
really
kind of blows
exciting.
my mind. It is
It's really
exciting.
exciting to know that my voice is being heard
It
somewhere out
is.
there. Like that's awesome.
Now, the age range on our show, that changes like every other week.
Yeah,
So
it does.
this week, people from age 45 to 59 are the highest
Hmm.
at 66%. Ages 35 to 44 at 11%.
Oh well.
Ages 28 through 34 are 22%.
I'm surprised
So,
they're
but next week
listening
this will
to us.
change again. Uh,
That's
right,
true. Well,
right
thank you for
now.
listening,
Oh, this
everyone.
is
Thank you for
interesting.
listening.
This is the first time this has ever popped up in our demographic. So, um, females come in strong at listening rate at a 61.1%.
Hey, ladies.
Fe- Females listen to the VCR show. I just want
Woo.
to say thank you, ladies. You have been such a joy, and
Oh,
each and every
hush
one of
it.
you are so beautiful to me.
Not the DJ voice.
And then uh males come in at 33.3%. And this is the first time this has ever changed on the show. Like normally
Yeah,
non
because it's usually flipped. It's usually a more male view
right.
listening.
But here's the thing. It also gives us the options of not specified and non-binary.
Ooh,
Those have never lit up. Not specified is now at 5.6.
yay.
Non-binary is still at 0, but that hey, that's okay.
That's cool.
You
But
know, but hey, get
come
on.
on.
That's all I can
Come
say.
on.
Um, and just to kind of give you an idea of like what's happening in other parts of the world, Ireland, Hungary, Indonesia, the Philippines, Austria, France, Romania, Nigeria, Puerto Rico, that's not its own country, Spain,
That
Switzerland,
is part of us.
yes, Italy, Belgium, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Singapore, Hong Kong,
Oh,
Japan, Nepal, Portugal, uh, Latvia. Israel's listening to us, even at a 0.1%. Someone in Israel is listening to us.
one person listens to us.
Probably. Uh, Norway, Argentina, Vietnam, Luxembourg, Finland, Peru, Paraguay, Taiwan, Colombia, Turkey, Czech Republic. Oh my God. Sudan, Pakistan, Denmark, Trinidad and Tobago, Zambia, Greece, Ivory Coast, the Netherlands, Iraq, Nigeria, Uganda, Uruguay. I'm just going to skip down Bolivia, Barbados.
Yes.
The most recent nation to tune into us is Morocco.
Hello.
Hello, Morocco.
Hello, Morocco.
And I mean, talk about a trip. Like
That is
I
crazy.
I never thought
That blows my mind.
yeah,
Like
I've
every
never
time we go
thought
through these stats, it blows my mind.
yeah, I never would I have thought that these many nations
Yeah.
would be listening to our
Awesome.
little show broadcasting from Houston, Texas.
Right. From
Yeah,
this little town and not
yeah,
in
for
Houston,
I mean,
Texas.
we're just this little house in Houston
And this tiny
broadcasting.
apartment.
And yeah, and then the world is listening to, hey, I wonder what these fools are talking about.
Right? What are these idiots talking about?
What's going on in their world, because, it's kind of like stale over here. But
Let's see
it
what
blow
these two morons got going on
yeah,
today.
it blows my mind. Like places like Italy, Ireland,
Yeah. Oh,
Uruguay,
that's
uh,
so crazy.
places I never would have thought of, Pakistan and like all these places that listen to our little show
That's wild.
that we complain about because sometimes we're like, I gotta wake Roxy up, be like, come on, we got
I'm
a
like,
show we gotta
what?
do.
I'm sleeping.
And she'll be like, no. And I'm like, we have a
Go
show
away.
and then eventually, like, we record and then we edit and then we put it out there. And then after that, we don't really know what happens after we put it out there. But
No,
but to know that the world is
we just hope
listening.
and pray that somebody hears it.
Yeah, but to know that the world is listening is just an amazing thing. It really is. And we thank all of you for that. That is actually the best birthday present the VCR show can ever have. So if you're looking to get us something, share our show. There you go. Share our
Yeah.
show. Get more of your friends to listen to these weirdos in Houston, Texas,
Right. To these two
rambling
idiots.
about weird topics.
Whatever weird stuff is going on.
So I'm really hoping that this will just continue to get bigger and better because I love doing it. It's therapeutic for me. I don't know about you, Roxy, but I love doing it.
Sometimes you're annoying, but it is fun.
My
And
annoying.
nothing brightens my day more than getting on your nerves. So,
Yes, I think that that's kind of the fun for the both of us is like we
yeah.
both enjoy getting on each other's nerves, and
Hmm.
we do hang out and we do enjoy hanging out on occasion. Like we'll go places here and there, and sometimes that's great because that's how we end up discovering new shows to do.
Hmm.
We haven't had an on location show in a minute, so we
Been
need
a
to do that.
while. It has been a
Yeah,
while.
I'm thinking we have to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? What's coming up?
Yeah, so we got all the holidays happening,
There's so many
Halloween,
things that
lights
are
in
going
the
to be popping up
heights.
soon.
Yeah, we've already done the lights in the heights, so we probably won't do that again for probably another year or so.
Yeah.
But we'll probably go and we'll find something fun in
Oh,
Christmasy.
there's all kinds of like winter wonderland things everywhere.
Yes,
So,
we can do that. We can do one of the pumpkin patches for November, and we did the Renaissance show. We're debating whether we're going back to the
yeah,
Renaissance or not. It was fun, don't get me wrong. It's just a bit of an epic journey. And but
it is
it's
really
fun that we
far.
do these
And then it's
things.
hot.
It is a little hot because Texas is hot. But now that we've gone through it and we know better, we can be better prepared. But here's the other
And I did
beauty
say
about
I am down for another mead tasting because that was
Yes.
cool.
That's the beauty about when we go and do these on location shows, we discover new things. And I'll
Hmm.
never forget introducing Roxy to mead because I've had mead before and then I introduced her to it and she loved it.
I love
Like
it.
I'm not going to say she loved every single thing she sampled, but she loved mead. Which who does what if you haven't
How can
tried
you
it, you need
not?
to
It's
try it.
like wine.
It's deliciousness is what
Delicious.
it is. And so
I need some more.
that led to that and it was a fun time out there to be very
Hmm.
honest. And it is the nation's largest Renaissance festival in the United States. So just to let you know, this is the largest Ren Fest in the entire United States. Um so something else that we brag about here. But it's fun. So like doing the show does lead us to exciting things. Roxy, I'm going to ask you this.
Okay.
So far, like out of all the weird things that we've done, what has been your favorite little adventure that we've been on?
Ooh, I think that's a tough one. It's tied between the dinosaur one and the candlelight concert.
Oh yeah, those are were both good.
Those were awesome. That dinosaur thing was so cool.
The
That was
dinosaur,
really
Dinos
cool.
Alive, that was
Yeah, that
amazing.
was
We had
really
a
cool.
lot of fun with that. The Candlelight concert was good. Candlelight concert was our first video attempt, so it didn't come out that great when we did it because my iPhone wasn't the latest greatest iPhone, so it came out a little but it wasn't a bad show. But that was fun. Roxy
I
was
need to put
rocking
together a
her
video because
seat.
I've got a
Yeah.
bunch of videos. So I need to put something together to post for them. So
Yes, Roxy was like rocking in her seat on that
I
one.
in
She
my
was
seat, I didn't even sit down. I was up the whole
No,
time
she was all over the place. Like,
singing every
and
song.
it was Motown night, so it was
Yes, it
every
was.
song was oh God, was an
It was
amazing
such a
hit.
good show.
And but I have to say, my favorite has been the Comic Palooza ones.
Oh
Uh,
yes,
those have been
Freddy
great.
Krueger.
And of course, my most memorable one was the Freddy Krueger
Freddy
one.
Krueger.
It was like, because I was like, tell me I can't get a picture with Freddy.
Right. Don't you tell me what to do.
Like walk down this lane. And the shock on Roxy's face that I was doing
I was
this.
like, what are you doing? You're gonna get us kicked out.
Yeah. And we went in there and we got it. Like no joke. Roxy wanted that picture with Freddy Krueger and we got that picture with Freddy Krueger. So Robert
Got it.
Eagle, we went in and we rocked it and I was like, "No,
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to do this where she's going to get pissed because like she didn't get this picture with Freddy Krueger and then it's going to fucking ruin my day." So we're getting this picture with Freddy Krueger.
Here, hell no, I'm not dealing with that. Let's go right
No,
now.
fuck this. Like security or not. We walked in like we owned the place.
Well,
And sh
somebody did. I just
yeah,
followed.
yeah, and someone was super happy that she met her hero. And what did your
I know.
hero tell you?
He asked me, "Who's your daddy?"
Mhm. Yeah, he did.
He did.
So it was a great time, but that was one of my favorite. outings. And then I think also going to the Renfest, not getting to Renfest, that was miserable.
That was awful.
But like now that we know that there's a easier way, if we do it again, this will be a lot easier.
Yeah.
But Renfest was fun because it was the joy of kind of like walking around, finding mead. We found that little honey shop too that you liked.
I am
Um,
almost done with my honey.
yes, so we need a replenish on that one. But it was just great. So like doing these outings have always been really fun and wonderful for us. And I think the show has kind of like been just great for me in that sense. Roxy, I assume you enjoy these things when I drag you to them, right?
I don't like being dragged to them, but then when I get there, I enjoy myself. So,
Yes, yeah, she ends up, enjoying herself a little bit.
right.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a favorite episode by any chance?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. We talk about some, yes, I do. When we talk about your dating shenanigans,
Yes, my dating shenanigans have
those are
always been kind
fun.
of her favorite. Yeah, those have been crazy. Um,
I love listening to those stories.
I think one of my favorite shows was one that we just found accidentally, and you could just hear the joy out of our voice when we were talking about the topic because it was just so weird. But the time that we had found out that there was a professional tag team in
Heck,
Houston.
oh my God.
I was like, I'm sorry. What the hell
Oh
is
my
this?
God, that was
Uh,
amazing. Both of us are like, wait, is this a real thing?
world chase tag or something like that. Well, no
Oh
joke.
my God.
I think that's kind of the beauty of doing the show is like we find things accidentally because we were
Mhm.
just at dinner. We were just
Yeah.
at one of our favorite haunts. I think we had finished reviewing a movie or we're going to review a movie and
Mhm.
we're at warehouse. And then I'm looking at this shit on the screen. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, and she turns around and she starts watching. I was like, I don't know. And it just caught our attention. And then we stayed on it. And then we started looking it up. And I was like, oh my God. And it
Because
wasn't
they were like,
until,
we had like a abbreviation, right? And we were like, what is
yeah,
that? We looked at
I was like, oh my God, this is a
I was like,
real
no, this
thing.
isn't real. This is not real.
And I think the thing that really blew, it wasn't until we were doing the show and Roxy caught it that we discovered that there were gym locations.
Yes.
And that
In
one of
Houston.
them, yeah, one of them global, it's in Houston. And I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So that needs to be a show for
Going to
next.
the facility.
Yeah, we have to set up something and talk to these people because like that's going to
Well,
be a
I wonder
great
if
show.
they'll let you run it.
Nah, I wouldn't run it because I'd probably die halfway through it. Like my heart.
Right?
Then you sit.
Don't
That
have me
was
either.
me
I'd be
either.
like,
Like,
can we
can
jog it?
be like, Roxy, I need you to go to Burger and get me an unsweet tea.
Go give me a sweet tea. Hurry.
I'm gonna die. Oh my God. But yeah, like seriously, like that has to become a show for this year, for this upcoming year, is checking out this gym. I think the beauty of doing the show is like all the stuff we get to learn and that we get to discover and do because of it, you know. Not a lot of people can say, "Hey, we colored a dinosaur and now it lives in this virtual
That
reality."
was so awesome.
Someone was loving that so much.
I was like, there's my dinosaur.
Oh my God, that's my dinosaur. There's my
I can
Roxosaurus.
imagine going there as a kid and seeing that. You know what I mean? If
Hmm.
I got that excited as an adult, imagine a child. Like
Oh
that's so
my God,
magical for a
yeah,
kid.
child. That would just been next level type of thing.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
God.
like my growing up, my exposure to dinosaurs were books, and we had dinosaur toys, and we saw claymation dinosaurs in the movie.
Right.
And that was my exposure to and even then that was pretty cool to know, hey, dinosaurs were cool. But now this whole virtual trip that we got to be part of,
It's amazing.
it was just incredible. So incredible. And we got to talk to the godfather of the immersive experience too.
Hmm.
So it's led us to some great interviews and talking to people and learning all kinds of stuff. Um, So the show has been great. I love the show. I love doing the show with Roxy. And, here's to another 5 years of putting up with each other. And
Of annoying the shit out of you.
of more, 5 more years of annoying each other. Here we go. Just constantly calling her and be like, "Are you up yet?" I'm like, "No." "Are you ready to record?" "No."
No.
Like so much fun to do all this. Like, so yeah, that's the VCR show. And
5 more years of the early morning. This is your warning.
yes, this is your yeah, you
This
still
is
say,
your record
this is your
warning.
5 minute warning. Oh my God. I'll never so the VC I'll never forget the very first episode of the VCR show was, and I have to look this up. Um like exactly how many are we at now? But like the very first episode of the VCR show was what to do for Halloween because we launched on October the 15th. So 2 weeks later was going to be
Halloween.
Halloween. And at that time, we didn't have a schedule. We didn't know how often we were going to record a show for the show. Now we do it like once a week. And
Mm-hmm.
but at that time, I can't remember how that worked. Because it had been so long. And actually, I'm going to tell you in just a second how many episodes we have because of this new platform that we're on. And it's such a trip. Like sometimes I will find a platform that we're on and I'm like, when did this happen? Like they don't exactly tell me what's happening. So it's such a trip to find us on new platforms. But we are on this one called Podbean.
I was
Pod,
gonna, oh, I thought it was like Podbean or something like that. I
yeah,
was like, something
that's what
about
it
a
is.
bean.
Podbean, and it wants me to verify if I'm human. The thing that I like about Podbean, it just does the audio. However, I will say this, it will tell us like how many episodes we have like right off the bat.
Right. Ah.
So let me click on it and I can tell you here exactly how many episodes we have in just a moment. Wow. This is a lot more than last time I checked. 259 episodes. We have 259 episodes going on VCR show.
Wow.
And I
260,
know,
including this one.
huh?
260, including this one.
It's six. No, when this one comes out, it'll be 260. So by the time you hear this, 260 episodes,
Ooh.
which equals to, because I break the show down in seasons. So each 12 episodes is a season, and we're at 22. We're at season 22 right now. So we just keep going and go. Hell, we do better than some real life shows on Netflix.
Ah.
Netflix needs to call us,
No.
and then they'll cancel us like, they
Right.
pay off
Quickly.
and all that other stuff. But like, but no, that's actually so 259 episodes. That's a lot of episodes.
That
A
is a
huge
lot.
majority of that is just me and Roxy doing that. And then 22 seasons. So when we hit the 12th show of every season, me and Roxy will go somewhere to eat to celebrate. Normally it's warehouse, but we can change it up every now and then,
Every now and then.
but not all the time.
No.
We're kind of creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I will say it's been a minute since Saltgrass, and we should
A
probably hit up
long
that. Yeah, it's
time. It
been
has been a hot
they
minute
they
because I couldn't eat meat
probably
for a long ass time.
yeah. Oh my God, yeah. That too. Roxy went through this phase where she couldn't eat meat.
Ugh.
But
And
the other
I'm still a little struggle with it, but
yeah, yeah, it was kind of weird whatever happened. But I will say this. They probably think we're divorced by now.
Well,
Like
especially because you took one of your dates in there, right?
yes, like a long, but me and Roxy, like we can go anywhere, and like it doesn't matter how much we say we're not married. We
They
are
don't believe
not
us.
married. They won't believe us. They will not believe us, and they just smile at us like we're stupid, saying that
Right, like
we're
we're
married. Like no,
lying.
we're seriously not married. But like we would go to Saltgrass all the time. I swear to God, that was one of those places that were like, you're fucking married. Stop, you know?
Right,
But we haven't been there in so long, they probably think we're divorced by now.
right. That's too
But that's also
funny.
kind of the fun thing about the show too. Like, people get these weird impressions of us, and it's kind of interesting to see. Roxy has fans. Like, so when we're at Comic Palooza and someone runs up to her, like, Roxy, Foxy Roxy, and then they're just staring at me like, why are you here? And
Who
I'm
the hell
like,
are you?
who the fuck are you?
Who's that?
Just the co-host, I guess.
That's why you should get a shirt that says, I'm just the
I'm
co-host.
just the co-host. So yeah, that's always fun. But that's always interesting to see how we kind of grow and develop because of things like this. So here's to 5 more glorious years. Any birthday wishes to the show before we leave, Roxy?
I couldn't say it better than you said. Let's cheers to 5 more.
Yeah. Here's a good birthday. So like 5 more you wonderful years and many, many more. And
5 more wonderful years of getting on your nerves
yes, and on
and
yours
talking
too.
nonsense on the internet.
Yes. And to all of our global listeners, even though we weren't able to mention all of you, know that we love you and thank you so much. And always, you are what makes
Yes,
this show work for us. But please, if you want to get us anything, definitely like, share, subscribe.
yes,
We're even on YouTube. That'd be the best birthday gift ever to do something like that.
yes. Thank you
Uh,
everywhere from tuning in from everywhere. That's so amazing to know
I
those
know,
stats.
seriously.
Like, I love it. I
And,
love hearing that. Thank you,
and I'll,
thank you,
I'll
thank
say
you.
this again. I've said it a few times on the show. I know me and Roxy have said it a few times on the show. Ukraine, we are pulling for you. So,
Yes,
um, definitely pulling for you. Even after all these years, we're still pulling for you.
yes.
So, get it going, world's behind you. And we appreciate the world being behind us too. Well, that
Yes.
really does mean the world to us. Haha, see what I did there? World.
Uh-huh. Well.
Yeah. WWW.
Right.
So until next time, I'm Vada,
And I'm Roxy.
and happy birthday to the VCR show
Happy birthday.
to you. And see, even Amara wants to get in on this. I wish the camera could, like, she's trying to jump up at me here. Like, hurry up, fat man. We want to go outside.
We're ready to go
I'm
outside.
like, shut up already. Oh my God, these little monsters. Anyway,
Bye.
bye-bye. Enjoy. You have been listening to VCR, creative content by Richard Christopher Vara and Roxy Perez. Logo by Richard Christopher Vara with assistance from Annie Ramirez. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach us at thevcrshow@gmail.com or our social medias at Instagram and Twitter at the VCR Show. And you can also check out our content at thevcrshow.com. The show's song is Addict by Nefex, instrumental, and you can find them on YouTube Music Library.